What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, allegedly A-lease, and I'm here to give you my thoughts and my opinions on Married at First Sight. Let's talk about it. Thank you so much to all of my subscribers who have subscribed thus far. Special shout out this week goes to Beautifully T and Marie France. Thank you both so much for your support. If this is your first time watching, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Now let's get into it. We opened with another awkward conversation between Haley and Jacob. And all of a sudden, Haley wants to know why her husband left the couples retreat so early. To avoid you. Across the complex, Claire is still telling herself that her and Ryan were meant to be. Girl, I keep telling myself that I was meant to be with Jay Ellis from Insecure. That doesn't make it so. At this point, you should just chop it up to the fact that you're married to the little engine that couldn't. Vince and Bree discuss how they feel that Decision Day will go for a few of the couples, and Bree says, well, while you're so concerned with other couples, not to be funny, but your lack of organizational skills was getting on my last nerves when we first got together. And he hits back with, well, I told them don't pair me with a bossy chick, and I got you. No, not today, Satan. I can't with y'all. You know what? I see you, production, with this foolishness. I see you. Y'all been around Eric, Virginia's Drink, Jacob, and Haley way too long. Take a break. Later, the castmates all meet up with their friends individually. Ryan says within a matter of hours, he knew why he was matched with Clara. Well, can you please share with the class? He says that they will need to work on goal setting together. So his friend AJ asks, well, are you even on the same page? And Ryan says, that's a good question. I don't know. See, you can dance around the experts with your little smart answers, but you can't dance around your own friends. They can slice right through it, and he can see straight through you. Bree shares her concerns about Vince calling her bossy with her mom. She says that she will not change herself for anybody, and I am truly grateful for this moment. Sometimes we tend to bend and fold for our partners, but Bree's direct approach really does fill in the gap for Vince's go with the flow wherever the wind blows me vibe. Clara's friend asks her, what's the best thing about being married? She says, I literally have a best friend built in. Okay, girl. She says, well, what's the most challenging piece of being married? And Clara lies straight through her teeth, saying, I think we're good here. No, you're not, sis. No, you're not. Stop the lies. Quick side note. Production, you are so petty Betty this year. You did not have to zoom in on Claire's dirty white socks, and Claire saw them zooming in, so she dropped her feet immediately. Y'all wrong for that. Claire, girl, get yourself some bluing or some Oxy and tell Mr. Perfect that he needs to get to cleaning those floors, clearly. But production, you wrong for that. I see you. It wasn't cute. Across town, Haley meets up with her friend Monica, and we see another example of Haley's perceived fashion style. She immediately digs into all of the negative about Jacob, and Monica's like, hold on, sis. Chill. Calm down with the negative vibes. Say something positive for once about Jacob. Haley lies and says she may be willing to give Jacob another chance. All right, high horse moment. So in Haley's negative rant, she says that Jacob's 38 and he's never been married. Okay, well, you're 28 and you've never been married. In the dating world, you guys are the same age. Projecting much? Eric tells his friend Jim that while I see why they paired us together, we have a lot of work to do when it comes to having hard conversations. Good job, Eric. Good job. He admits that they tend to sweep things under the rug. He also admits that maybe his tone and wording when he is expressing his feelings with Virginia is a bit harsh. At least you admit it. Now do better. Oh my God. Ryan gives Claire a personality assessment as if he's trying to figure out what department she would thrive in a corporate office. I can't today. Hey, Clara, literally just answer the opposite of your true opinion and you'll be a perfect match for Ryan. Ryan's like, look at all those introspective questions. Does it rock your boat? Does it do anything for you? It does for me. I can't. Virginia meets up with her friend Aaron, and he literally jumps in to ask the most childish question he could think of. Hey, has Eric ever let one rip around you? Y'all deserve each other. Aaron has zero to contribute to this conversation outside of giving Virginia the you should be with me look. So they call her friend Abby. Now, who would have known that Virginia had a female friend? Why don't you get drunk and fall asleep on her couch then? Why you gotta fall asleep on the guy's couch? See, Virginia, this doesn't help. Anyhow, she whines about the fact that they get into it about her desire to want to hang out Thursday through Sunday. And Aaron even says, maybe he just wants some alone time with you, sis. Her friend Abby is like, okay, girl, you ready to do this thing for life? Because these cameras get ready to leave soon. Poor Clara. All the other husbands take their wives for their last dinner together before decision day to a nice sit-down meal. And Mr. Perfect takes his wife to a restaurant that has an indoor football, bowling type game. Don't quote me on what it is. I don't know. I don't play it. They've spent the majority of this season doing everything that Ryan wants to do and very little of what poor Clara wants to do. As they sit and eat, Ryan says that they will always share a unique bond in the process that they've gone through together, no matter what happens on decision day. And Claire breaks down crying and says, excuse me, I need a moment. Can you please speak more positive about decision day? Like, girl, if that man says no on decision day, he's just saving you any further heartache because, girl, you are stressed beyond right now. Bree addresses the issues between her and Vince, and now Vince actually admits that things frustrate him easily. Now, if you go back to my first or second review of Married at First Sight for this season, I literally pointed out that Vince said that he was Mr. Cool, Calm, and Collected. And I told you I knew that that was a lie. His sister said it was a lie. We knew, Vince, we knew that Godfather was nearby somewhere. Anyhow, he tells Bree that a bossy woman is not something that he wants, but he knows that she's working on it. Actually, you're the bossy one, Vince. Are you working on it? Kid you not, Haley borrowed her friend Monica's jacket for this scene. The jacket that we just saw 2 scenes ago. Haley, don't say anything else about style because clearly you're borrowing style when you do have a little. After Jacob compliments his steak for being so beautiful and elegant. You're so beautiful. Ooh, you look so good to me. He asks Haley, hey, since you're here, what have you gotten out of this process? And somehow, Haley seems to think that she's ready to be someone's therapist. See, I am now completely clear that Haley lacks self-awareness, complete self-awareness. You literally tore a man down every single chance that you got. And you think that someone should trust you with their life's journey? I sure hope that you were playing. Girl, bye. Girl, boom. Eric has a touching moment with Virginia that goes south quickly when he tells her what he needs to feel respected. Virginia says, okay, text, tweet, Snapchat, whatever you want to do, TikTok, whatever you want to do, send it to me. I'll take a look at it when I get a chance. I'll have my people call your people. Then Virginia sticks her butter knife in a little deeper and says, I don't believe in having one soulmate. And she uses Eric's first marriage as an example. And Eric's like, okay, clearly I was wrong. I thought she was my soulmate. She wasn't. So here you are. Virginia is literally on a senior high school, maybe first year of college mentality. So Eric, save your breath and your tears. As Vince and Bree wind down, Vince grabs a pair of scissors and cuts one of Bree's braids. So your beard is fair game, right? The next morning, the couples all prepare to go their separate ways until decision day. Of course, Vince has an attitude because he had to wake up early, and he says to Bree on the way out, been nice knowing you, kid. Boy, you better be glad that someone wants to put up with your diva attitude. Stop playing. Clara basically says that she's willing to put up with whatever Ryan puts her through, at this point because she doesn't want to go back into the dating pool. Sis, it sounds like you struggle either way. We see Jacob and Haley say bye, and let me be the first. Bye. On his way out, Eric says, yeah, I'm going to have to send you that list of demands. And to Virginia's point, she was like, bruh, it's not what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. Maybe you want to change that wording from demands, and then maybe I'll consider it. Anyway, that's where we leave it. So I just have one question for you this week, and that's, who do you think will stay together on decision day? And if you've already answered that question in a previous video, has your opinion changed? Or does it remain the same? Moving on to Unmatchables. This week we meet Megan, who has a love for chicken beyond belief and a cow suit. Somehow I feel like you're on here to push your Chick-fil-A agenda, but okay. I actually like Megan's vibe. And ironically, I think she would be a perfect match for Jacob on Married at First Sight. Then we meet Caleb, who says that he doesn't approach women, they approach him. Okay, bro. His friends call him a trial and error kind of guy. We call that a gigolo, but okay. When Pastor Cal tells Caleb that he's unmatchable, he gives Pastor Cal this, are you serious? Do you see all of this look? And I really think in this moment, God, why didn't they pair you with Haley? Like, you really would have put this chick in her place. In their conversation, Caleb tells Pastor Cal that he likes a Barbie doll type girl. So Pastor Cal says, okay, well, since you like plastic so much, let me introduce you to your first date. I died and then I rose. He brings out this plastic doll named Judy. And y'all, Judy looks familiar. I'm just gonna say that. Judy looks real familiar. And as Caleb tries to turn his nose up at Judy, his friends quickly remind him, this is literally what all your girls look like that you bring home. Meanwhile, Dr. Viv takes Megan to a junkyard to release some stress. We learn that she's hurt from her past relationship and she's having a hard time moving on, so she spends some time busting windows out of cars. I like it. Back over with Caleb, he's being the perfect gentleman now and offering his plastic boo a drink. You know, Judy really looks familiar. Ha! I remember. That was Chris's date to the bachelor party before they got married. Judy, I knew you looked familiar. Judy, I'm not judging, but you sure do hang out with the low-hanging fruit. Later at dinner, Caleb and Judy meet up with Dr. Viv and Pastor Cal. They ask him if he got the point of being paired with a plastic doll, and he says, well, she has no substance. So you're trying to teach me to date someone who has substance. And I got my whole entire life when Dr. Viv says, nope. We paired this plastic doll with you because you're the plastic doll. You have no substance. I got it. Now, after they bust his little bubble, they have a real conversation with him about how he needs to approach women. And so to make sure that he's learning a lesson, they decide to ugly him down with makeup and send him out to actually have conversations. Pastor Cal meets up with Megan for a cooking class in an attempt to grow her appetite beyond chicken nugs, as she calls them. Back over with Caleb, they put that ugly makeup to work immediately. They send him to a coffee shop and task him with approaching a woman. This woman immediately shuts him down, probably the way he shut a few different women down. The second task was a mini date. Caleb was responsible for carrying the conversation, which he also failed. I don't think he has learned much, but now it's time for Caleb and Megan to meet up for their blind date. They get on the date, and just like I thought, Caleb is sitting there winking and smiling at Megan, waiting on her to take the lead. He insults her about her food choices and her clothing selection that is actually a dead-on match for what he's wearing. But as he continues to drink, he starts to like her. In the end, Caleb gets out of his own way and offers to take Megan out on another date. The sad part is he took her out to an adult club. This sucks. Caleb would have been perfect for Virginia. Y'all, that's where we leave it. Let's chat about these two shows down in the comments. Until the next time, I'm allegedly A-lease. Peace.